let's say we're a ballerina and we're in our turnout, right? Now, what do you pay attention to in turnout? Hopefully everything. Hey, Kim the Healer here, and I just got done watching an amazing PBS special on a hip replacement where they're cutting off the head of the femur, drilling out the acetabulum so that the new head that they ram down into your femur fits hopefully perfectly. But let's do some due diligence that we don't have to have a hip replacement in the future so that our body is physically, emotionally, energetically perfect. Now, what's it take to maintain perfection, not only in the hips, but everywhere? Well, we got to deal with our emotions. And you know how many emotions can be stuck in the hips related to old hip injuries that you didn't even know you had? If you were a snowboarder back in the day, right? A lot of us duck-footed it. Some of us were racers and had everything forward. I mean, all of those impacts are possible hip injuries, creating confusion in the muscles that attach to the area. Now, question is, what muscles attach to the area? Well, let's see. We've got psoas, front of the spine, to the anterior, to the femur, iliacus to the femur. We've got glute maximus, glute minimus, glute medius, piriformis, obturator internus, externus, gemellus inferior, superior, and quadratus lumborum, biceps femoris, semimembranosus and tendinosus, pectineus brevis, adductor longus, magnus, and gracilis. That's a lot of information. Not to mention, let's say we're a ballerina and we're in our turnout, right? Now, what do you pay attention to in turnout? Hopefully everything, so that your body functions effortlessly no matter what you're doing. But if you are attempting turnout and you are rotating your feet farther than your knees can rotate, you're creating imbalances in every single muscle, bone, nerve, artery, vein, your emotions, because you are not in alignment. And this is where I used to be when my daughter would show me a turnout, right? And she'd have her feet perfectly parallel, but one knee would always be rotated in. I'm like, okay, kiddo, you can't do that. You have to align yourself so that your knees go where your feet go. And how do you do that? Well, you start moving your hips from here instead of pulling your foot out to move the hip. Very inefficient down there, which creates a whole lot of strain in the toes and the ankle, straining the knee, straining the hip, and then you start doing your plies. Your knees are going forward, your feet are out. Well, look at my feet. This is amazing. But you're here, which creates chaos. Same thing with snowboarding. If you were a duck footer back in the day, as I was, right? Every time we land, if we don't land here, we're creating inner chaos, inner turmoil. Ever ride down the mountain like this and then not do your due diligence at the end of the day and unwind all the crap that you did to yourself? I'm not saying stop snowboarding. I'm not saying don't do ballet. I'm saying do your due diligence so that your body functions the way that you want it to, and you don't ever have to have a surgery, a hip replacement. Ideally, that's what we want. So check your alignment. Where are you? Start examining, what is happening in my body when I am practicing a plie? Can I move my legs out farther? Now, when I do that, I feel some strain here in the hip. Now, is that emotional? Is it muscular? Yes, there's muscles going on. Now, is there a muscle in my body that's compensating, that's not allowing this? Nope. Okay, it's just in this area. All right. So, actually, that's loosening up, but it was tight in the first place, so I know there's still something going on. So is it this side? Is it this side? Adductor, adductor longus was a bit restricted, preventing me from rotating effortlessly. There we go. Remember, from here, whoop, big difference than pulling the foot out, isn't it? Okay. Now, is there any emotions in my hips? No, not right now, but there used to be back in the day. My hips were chock full of emotions. Emotional basket case down here, but I've dealt with them in relation to this. But what if I put myself in my old snowboarding stance where most of the self-inflicted trauma has occurred? Is there, ooh, there's lots of emotion in here. Fear. I put myself in some harrowing situations and push the fear down to get the job done, right? Unfortunately, I'm still holding some of that, and we're releasing that right now as we talk. And if you're familiar with tapping, by all means, tap. If you're not familiar with tapping, get on my email list, and you're going to get 5 steps to decrease inflammation in your brain and body. So if you haven't done that yet, get that, and you'll learn tapping, you'll learn breathing, you'll learn why you should be cutting sugar out of your diet. There we go. That feels a whole lot better. Is there emotions in there? There is. Anger, fear, worry. There's worries. When you're looking down a 10, 20-foot cliff, when you're riding up, have you seen the jumps that they build in the snowboard parks nowadays? My God, how are they getting away with that? Because back in the 90s, I was at Donner Ski Ranch and we had little bumps. It was friggin' awesome. But now, man, those jumps are friggin' wicked, crazy, scary. Props to those Olympians and Travis Rices and all those kind of stuff, all those people for doing what they do, because I can't snowboard anymore because I've had too many bumps in my head. So I live my life through their videos. So thank you so much, you guys. There we go. Is there any emotions in here? There is not at this time. But what if I brought up a day? Oh, there it is. All right. Whew. So I actually brought up a day that, and it came real quick. Hey, I'm ready to be worked on. Now, I've done a lot of work in relation to my snowboarding back in the day, but there's still the opportunity for another layer to come up. Ah, look at that. Beautiful. And I wonder if that's repaired my plie. Oh, and my elevate and plie. Yes. Beautiful. Which in turn, wow. The other day, man, I raised my leg and I was like, ugh. Now, whoop, just because of what I did today, because I haven't worked on this until today, and that was 3 or 4 days ago I shot that video. So if your body is not changing, if you're working over and over again and you're not seeing improvement, that means you're not getting to the root cause of what's holding you back. That's what I help you with. That's what I teach you to help yourself do as well. So look me up, KimMcIntyre.com. I hope this helped you understand more about what you can do for your body to get yourself where you want to be.